Hi guys, hello. How is your morning? Yeah, it is morning this side in Uganda, and yeah, today we're going to be talking about authenticity, and we've oftentimes heard our favorite celebrities say, if you are authentic, just be your true authentic self and people will love you. It is authenticity, and we're talking about authenticity. Be your true authentic self. And I want to argue or talk about whether or not as a society we really appreciate people for their authenticity or not. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. What is authenticity? So Cambridge Dictionary describes authenticity as the quality of being real or true. Let's take the case of our character Wednesday, and as we all know that we fell in love with Wednesday because of how she remains true to herself, true to who she really is at the core. She does whatever she wants to do, no matter what society tries to make her conform, whether in friendships, whether in relationships with other people. She remained true to who she was, never conforming, never changing for anyone, and that's why we fell in love with her character. Oh, but based on Wednesday's character, can any of us say that we are a Wednesday, and as a society do we accept people with to be their true authentic selves like Wednesday, or is there an acceptable version by society of who an authentic person is and why we classify them as authentic? So let's look at the characteristics of authentic people. So according to Mind Tools, they describe an authentic person with the following characteristics. They are true. You are true to your own personality, values, and spirit, regardless of pressure that you're under to act otherwise. So when we take a deeper dive into personality, we shall see things that like personality is guided by society, by one's personal what's the word for it, one's personal experiences with life, what they've been through, what they've gone through. That is what determines a person's personality. And the second characteristic is you're honest with yourself and with others, and you take responsibility for your mistakes, your values, and ideals. So what if someone's values and their honesty is what is not acceptable by society? Like, for example, if someone, let me say, believes that it is okay to marry an underage child, are we okay then with their authenticity? And if they, and most often then, like in society, we believe that someone should own up to their mistakes, and owning up most likely is apologizing. But what if their values, their characteristics, and their honesty is that is what they believe? Do we then say that we appreciate that kind of authenticity? Do we love them for being their true authentic selves and speaking about it, speaking about their preferences? The third characteristic is that your values, ideals, and actions align, and as a result, you come across as genuine. What if your behavior or your values and ideals and actions do not align with each other? Because we've seen people forced into silence, therefore they do not voice their opinions. If you're living in an oppressive society where your opinions do not matter to anyone else unless you're on the side is ruling? What if you come from a society that is oppressive? Do you then become disingenuous? You become ungenuine because you fail to air out your opinions for fear of your life, or for fear that something would happen to your family, even if it's not you that those things are happening to. Do we then classify those people as being ingenuine, disingenuous? Where do we, as a society, accept people to be themselves, or omitting, or remaining silent? Does that make them, or does that make that person unauthentic because they've kept silent about their values and ideals? You're willing to accept the consequences of being true to what you consider. So if the consequences of one's being authentic, or airing their opinions, their ideas, or being honest to themselves causes them to lose their way of life, their living, and they choose to remain silent about those topics, do they now become inauthentic people because they didn't say anything about it, or they did not do anything about it, or they are not willing to take on the consequences of what they hold dear? So, in conclusion, do we as people really love authenticity, or love people for their authenticity? And the simple answer is no, we don't. Otherwise, we would not have cancel culture for people voicing their opinions or what they think or their ideals, and we would not have more justice just because someone said something that they believe in. We do not want authenticity. What we really want is truth, to be relatable to someone, that we love people because we appreciate their opinions or their ideals and values align with our own, but not because they are authentic. And who are we to judge one's authenticity? We do not know what they have been through in their life.